All right, let's see. Wow! So, if you're going to try and step Xiaoyu, you have to worry now. You want to know why? Okay, so Xiaoyu got huge buffs, right? She got massive buffs. That down back two is massive. Like, that's a huge. The fact that it's pretty much dang near safe. It's safe. Her back turn down four. That's a really big one as well. So those are pretty big for Ling. But she now has like an approach tool, and she's closer. The fact that her while rising 1-4 keeps her closer to the opponent now, so that she can actually take advantage of that plus 12 frames is also huge. So the buffs that they gave to Ling Xiaoyu were insane. This really makes the character so much stronger, and I think it's like dragging us down too. It's really good. I like it. Has some nice range to it. Now we're gonna talk about her next move in the list, which is her new move, which is down back two. She's +5. It puts her in back turn, and she's close. That's something I always worry about. Look at this. It does 13 damage, which is nice. It looks pretty fast. I can slide in and out really quickly. You even get like combos from it. It's just a clean pickup, because sometimes, you know, Ling pickups are very like particular, but it looks like, you know, this picks up from every single like range. This is wonderful. I gotta say though, with this new move, of course it has to have a weak and a strong side, which I will discuss. But before I get to that, I do want to talk about the forced crouch that I did see in the chat. The forced crouch part. So think about all the possibilities with that. All the reset, guessing, Oki situations. Because what happens when you're forced into crouch and your opponent, and Xiaoyu goes back turn, and she has access to her rage drive from back turn as well, right? You duck once, it's just gonna make you guess even harder, and it's gonna be scarier for you to deal with. That's what that seems like to me. So let's see. Look at how I think it's kind of fast. Look at how, like, you know, look at all the like the amount of time that you have to even deal with that move. Seems like you don't have that much time. Let's see. Look, okay, now I'm back turn. Now I'm back turn. Now you have to guess. Now you have to guess all over again. Yeah, that seems a little harder. Xiaoyu, I don't think she can pick up off of that. She can pick up off of 3. But that one seems a little hard. That would be kind of OD if she could. But I think down back 2 is a really nice move. Look at all the mix-ups we have from this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's crazy. Like, look at like look at this. It's good. It's good. It's +5. It leaves you crouching. It's really good. And you have to guess. So you're already in crouch. You better not guess wrong. Is there anything else about this that I want to talk about? Startup frames 18. This could be really annoying. I can see this move being very annoying. I love it. Let's see if I can do a combo off of this. Oh, hello. Let's check it out. Let's check out what side this down back 2 tracks to and which side it doesn't. Let's see which way. Actually, I'm sorry. Let me pick a character who can't step that well. Like, who's okay at stepping. Like a regular size character. Let's do that. All right. It tracks to her weak side. And that's perfect because it protects her, right? That's really big. So anybody who wants to step, they can't. And they shouldn't be able to. Shoot. All right. Let's see. Wow! So, if you're going to try and step Xiaoyu, you have to worry now. You want to know why? Because her weak side is when you sidestep left, right? You sidestep left, but it covers her. It covers her there. And that was a huge problem. Because it's not a homing move, but it doesn't have to be. And you want to know why? Because it's going to force people to start sidestepping right. And you know what else happens when you sidestep right? You have to deal with her AOP because she sidestep right AOP. So you're going to have to deal with a whole other type of offense with her. So now it's forcing people to have to play Xiaoyu's game and to make her scarier. I like that. That's the way it should be for this character. Let's go, Namco. Let's go. I love it. I adore this. Think about it. We have a homing move. 2. But I didn't think they were that strong. So we got back 2. Look at that. Back 2 was nice. But the problem with this move is you kind of have something, but it just seems a little slow sometimes. And then, you go, do down 3 and other stuff. That's cool. That's fine. She even has forward 4, but even that's slow. These are slow. And, like, you get a combo for it, but some of the situations that you can force people into, it's like they're okay. But it's also a high. And that's also another problem. It's a high. So, look at this. Look at how, like, I can just duck that. Like, it's okay. It's not that great. It's not bad, but I found that this move can get very predictable. So for Xiaoyu, it's an okay move. She needs more to cover her. This as well. It's alright. It's a mid. But, it's okay. It's okay. Like, this was alright. But it doesn't really feel that scary. Back 4-4, also one of the moves as well. But I also feel like with this move, I don't think it's a good move to just throw out. I never felt like it was. Yeah, so if you catch people stepping this way, this is also good. But a lot of the time people are going to sidestep duck. So this move is okay, but I want to be able to guess more with Xiaoyu. And say if this person isn't much of a stepper, you want to be able to at least still be able to force somebody to guess without having to do all that and make hard reads, right? And even if you're a little late on that back 4-4, like, it can be kind of a problem. I don't know. I always felt like this move kind of had its problems with that. The reason why I talked about Xiaoyu's forward 4 is the fact that I can duck and launch it, and it's slow. It's slow to me in that sense. You could see it from a mile away. It has great range, but the problem is that people could, a lot of the time when people are coming in, they kind of fuzzy duck. And that's been a problem where they duck. But the difference with that in this move is the fact that this is like only negative like 11. Like, look at this. I can't punish it. Like, this is not punishable. You can kind of just do it. That's not the same thing as forward 4. Forward 4 has a huge problem. So this is safe. This is safe. That is a huge difference compared to forward 4 and down back 2. Down back 2 is safe, and I force the opponent to crouch and duck and make them guess instead of getting launched for making a read or trying to make a read. Now I can open up people and force them to do things and get downloads on them without having to risk so much. And I think that's huge. That's the difference. But this move, you can also, you could step it to the right at least. But like I said, then it'll force you to play Xiaoyu's game because of sidestep right AOP. And that's good. So I could step it this way. So you're not out of luck, right? I think the way you might have to play Xiaoyu now, I think sidestep right duck for a lot of her stuff might have to be the next go-to. That's what it's looking like. Because it's going to make people guess a lot, so let's see. That's gonna be interesting. I think it could be really good for AOP mix-ups. I just would be very curious to know how that. I mean, I'll obviously start applying some of this stuff myself, but I'm gonna be very curious to know. But down back 2 encourages you as a Xiaoyu player. They're going to play your game, and that's the good part because sidestep right AOP is a huge part of Ling's game. So what happens is you keep them closer that way. Down back 2 forces mix-ups, a lot of mix-ups. Forces people to guess between the rage art and the rage drive even harder now. It makes people want to duck more. It's the fact that it's safe. It gives her. There's a lot of potential there. Actually, let me try something. I just want to try this. I just want to set this up. Might even be a parry setup for this. Wow. Oh wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh my god. So she can parry too. That's huge. Controlling your opponents like puppets. It's going to be, I think it's going to be easier in some respects to do that as a Xiaoyu player now. This is good. This is not like Dragonups. Like you could like this is like as a Xiaoyu player, like this is like Christmas. Just saying. I'm curious though. I want to try. I'm going to test something. So bear with me. Oh, what? Oh. Let's see. I wonder what I can do with this. It's too slow. It's too slow. It's okay. That's a little slow, but that's okay. That's okay. That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. But the other parry still works. So let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. Oh, but it doesn't work on hotkeys. I might have to delay that a little bit. That's okay. Okay, all right, but now you all see, like, got some options, right? Okay, so that's introducing the new move. I like the changes that have happened. I think both Elisa and Xiaoyu are in both really good places. I really like how Xiaoyu is, especially with the approach tool she has. Really, really like it. And the fact that I can pick up off the ground really easily. I don't have to worry about messing up a 4-4-3 input because, or like, you know, some weird thing that happens. Before I go to ranked and all that, I actually want to check something. On big characters, how does this move work? How does down back 2 and picking up with down back 2 work? Oh my god, this is so consistent. Okay, because the problem with big characters when you're playing a Xiaoyu is that the 4-4 after you get the 4-4-3, the tailspin doesn't always work. That's what happens. That is usually what happens on bigger characters. This does not work. But you know what happened when they put in that down back 2? Consistent. All the time. I'm gonna do it 3 times starting now. And it works on every single range against this character, it seems. Look at that. We are still able to get it on him. As in compared to doing 4-4-3 instead, we don't get anything. And before, Xiaoyu players had to do this. We had to do down back 3 instead. And we got 45 damage for that. 45 damage, right? 45. Just remember that. 45. For getting a combo and attempting to get a combo that we might miss sometimes. Like, that's okay, right? But when we get this is consistent. This is consistent and it gives more damage. That is huge. I'm gonna try it with one more character, just to show I'm not joshing. That whole, you know, I guess the legs or some part of their body doesn't fully work. I don't know. See? Same problem. Does not always hit. Look at that. Same thing, right? I'm gonna show you what's gonna work though. I'm gonna show you what does work. Down back 2. Look at this. So any problem that you had with picking up bigs, you won't have that problem anymore. And it even gives you like Oki options in my opinion. Yeah, look at this. Super consistent. I have not dropped this combo yet. At all. I have not dropped it a bit. Probably get something off that too. But yeah, just showing you, down back 2 was an amazing change for her, because what Xiaoyu has to deal with these characters is their range, right? Their down forward ones, their forward ones, and stuff like that. Like, you know, she has to deal with things like this, you know, down forward 2, right? So when she wants to be able to punish somebody for something, she should be able to capitalize on it fully, right? And she can now. She actually can. So that's really big. So this is a massive change to the character, thus making her buffed. It changes the whole way she approaches, especially bigger characters too. But overall, it's a great neutral approach to them. So yeah, that's you know, and it puts her in back turn. That is what I have to say about those characters.